let's talk about the principles of speech delivery. Insight on public speaking. Is it true that some people are born with special gifts in public speaking? But it's also true that the most of the best public speakers either underwent intensive formal training or got involved in several speaking situations that over time enable them to hone the skills. According to Stephen Lucas 2011, author of The Art of Public Speaking, a good delivery means that you are capable and able to present your message in a clear, coherent, and interesting way. Totoo na ang ilang mga tao ay pinanganak na may mga espesyal na regalo sa pampublikong nagsasalita. Ngunit, totoo rin na karamihan sa mga pinakamahusay na tagapagsalita sa publiko ay sumasailalim sa intensive na formal na pagsasanay o nasangkot sa ilang mga sitwasyon na pagsasalita na overtime ay nagbibigay daan sa kanila na mahasa ang kasanayan. Ayon kay Stephen Lucas 2011, may akda ng sining ng pampublikong pagsasalita ang isang mahusay na paghahatid ay nangangahulugan na ikaw ay may kakayahan at may kakayahang ipakita ang iyong mensahe sa isang malinaw na pagkakaunay at kawili-wiling paraan.
Good delivery conveys the speaker ideas clearly, interestingly, and without distracting the audience. Most audience prefer delivery that combines a certain degree of formality with, with the best attribute of good conversation. Directness, spontaneity, animation, vocal and facial expressiveness, and a lively sense of communication. Mausay na paghahatid, naghahatid ng mga ideya ng tagapagsalita ng malinaw, kawili-wili at hindi nakakagambala sa madla. Karamihan sa mga madla ay mas gusto ang paghahatid na pinagsasama. Ang isang tiyak na antas ng formalidad na may pinakamausay na mga katangian ng mausay na pag-uusap, pagiging direkta, spontaneity, animation, vocal or facial expressiveness at isang masiglang pakiramdam ng komunikasyon. As a student of public speaking, you should know that public speaking is not simply reading your speech or talking about your topic. It requires making connection with your audience and presenting yourself formally to the public. There are types of speeches according to purpose and delivery, from which you can choose the best one or the most appropriate in a given situation. Bilang isang mag-aaral ng publikong pagsasalita, dapat mong malaman na ang pampublikong pagsasalita ay hindi lamang pagbabasa ng iyong talumpati o pakikipag-usap tungkol sa iyong paksa. Nangangailangan ito ng pakikipag-ugnayan sa iyong madla at pagpapakita ng iyong sarili ng formal sa publiko. May mga uri ng talumpati ayon sa layunin at paghahatid kung saan maaari mong piliin ang pinakamausay o pinakaangkop sa isang partikular na sitwasyon.
Let's talk naman about the types of speech according to purpose. Ito yung mga uri ng pananalita ayon sa layunin. First one is the informative speech. This provides the audience with a clear understanding of a concept or idea. Ito yung nagbibigay ng kaalaman na talumpati ay nagbibigay sa madla ng malinaw na pag-unawa sa isang konsepto o ideya. The second one is the entertainment speech. Ito yung amuses the audience. Ito yung nag-entertain ka na nagpapasaya sa mga manonood. Third one is the persuasive speech. Ito yung seeks to provide the audience with the favorable or acceptable ideas that can influence their own ideas and decision. Ang isang manghihikayat ng talumpati ay naglalayong magbigay sa madla ng favorable o katanggap-tanggap na mga ideya na maaaring maka-impluwensya sa kanilang sarili, mga ideya at desisyon. Third one is the types of speech according to delivery. First one is the extemporaneous description. Ito yung speaking with limited preparation. Pagsasalita na may limitadong paghahanda. Guided by the notes or outline delivery. Yung ginagabayan ng mga tala o balangkas na nahihatid sa pakikipag-usap conversationally. And ito yung pinaka-most popular type. In speaking situation naman, when you are candidate for a post in a student government and you deliver your campaign speech before a voting public. Ito yung pag ikaw ay isang kandidato para sa isang post sa isang pamahalaang mag-aaral at hinahatid mo ang iyong talumpati sa kampanya sa harap ng publikong bumoto. Yung pangalawa natin example is yung when you are assigned to report in a topic in a class. Kapag naatasan ka mag-ulat ng isang paksa para sa klase. Yung advantage natin na nakukuha dito is that helps you look confidence, engage the audiences. What the disadvantage? Ito yung may not have adequate time to plan, organize, and rehearse. Wala kang sapat na oras upang magplano, mag-ayos, at magsanay. Tips para sa maayos na paano. To create an outline, use fact and real-life experiences as your example. Organize your point logically, manage your time well, rehearse, and rehearse.
Description: speaking without advanced preparation, unrehearsed speech, spoken conversationally. Speaking situation: in an event where you are asked to say a few words, first day at work or in class, or during an interview. Advantage: spontaneous or natural speaking. More. Disadvantage: tendency to be disorganized, lack connection with the audience, nerve-wracking for inexperienced speaker and beginners. Tips: once you are requested to say something, pause for a moment to plan in your head what to say. State your main point, verify, and deliver it in a piece your audience can flow. And by saying thank you. Sa hindi inaasahan, paglalarawan, pagsasalita ng walang advance na paghahanda, unrehearsed speech, binibigkas sa pakikipag-usap, nagsasalita ng mga sitwasyon, sa isang kaganapan kung saan iilingin sa iyo na magsabi ng ilang salita unang araw sa trabaho o sa klase o sa panahon ng isang pakikipanayam. Kusang o natural na pagsasalita higit pa. Kasamaan, tendency na hindi organisado, walang koneksyon sa madla, nervyos, rocking para sa mga bagitong nagsasalita at baguan. Tip: kapag ikaw ay iniling na magsabi ng isang bagay, uminto sandali upang magplano sa iyong isipan kung ano ang sasabihin. Sabihin ng maikli ang iyong pangunahing punto at ihatid ito sa mabilis na masusundan mo ng madla. Tapusin ang pagsasabi ng salamat. Manual script description. Speaking with advanced preparation, plan and rehearsal speech. Reading aloud a written message. Speaking situation. Newscasting with a teleprompter or an authority device. Presenting the legal producing and ver- verdict in court. Reading the rules and criteria in a contest. Advantage. Exact repetition of the right word. Guide speech. Disadvantage. Boring and uninteresting preparation. Lack audience rapport or connection. Tips. Rehearse the speech over and over again until you sound natural. Observe accomplished new anchor and note how conversational they sound when they deliver the news. Manuskripto, paglalarawan, pagsasalita ng may advance na paghahanda, nakaplano at rehearsal talumpati, pagbasa ng malakas ng nakasulat na mensahe. Newscasting gamit ang teleprompter o isang authority device, paglalahad ng mga legal na paglilitis at hatol sa korte, pagbasa ng mga tuntunin at pamantayan sa isang paglisan, eksaktong pag-uulit ng mga nakasulat na salita, panubayang talumpati, nakakainip at hindi kawili-wiling presentasyon, walang kaugnayan o koneksyon sa madla. Tip. Sanayin ang talumpati ng paulit-ulit hanggang sa maging natural ka. 4. Memorize. Description. Speaking with advanced preparation, plan and rehearsed speech. Reciting a right message word for word from memory. Speaking situation. When you perform in a stage play, when you deliver a declamation or a rhetorical or literary when an anchor or actress in scene perform a script from memory. Advantage. Exact repetition of the written words from memory. Free to move around the stage. Disadvantage. Speaker might end up speaking in monotone pattern. Alternatively, he or she might take a fast pace. When the speaker cannot control his or her stage fright, he or she might have difficulty remembering his or her memorized speech. Tips. Rehearsal the speech over and over again until you sound natural and feel confident. Observe how actors or actresses perform their script in a theater, television, or movie scenes. 4. Nag-isinungulang. Paglalarawan, pagsasalita ng may advance na paghahanda, nakaplano at nag-ensayo ng talumpati. Pagbigkas ng nakasulat na mensahe sa bawat salita mula sa memorya. Mga sitwasyon sa pagsasalita. Kapag gumanap ka sa isang stage play, kapag naghatid ka ng declamation, oratorical o literary piece, kapag ang isang aktor o aktres sa isang eksena ay nagsagawa ng script mula sa memorya. Eksaktong pag-uulit ng mga nakasulat na salita mula sa memorya. Libre upang ilipat sa paligid ng entablado. Kasamaan. Ang mga nagsasalita ay maaaring magtapos sa pagsasalita sa isang mon- monotone pattern. Bilang kahalili, maaari siyang magmadali. Kapag hindi makontrol ng pagsasalita ang kanyang takot sa entablado, maaring mahirapan siyang alalahanin ang kanyang kabisadong talumpati. Tip: sanayin ang pananalita ng paulit-ulit hanggang sa maging natural ka at magkaroon ng tiwala sa sarili. Pagmasdan kung paano gumaganap ang mga aktres o aktor ng kanilang script sa isang eksena sa teatro, telebisyon o pelikula.
Delivery for different situation. Bear in mind that not all speaking situation happen in the classroom. Some may happen in unfamiliar environment. As a public speaker, you need be ready to deal with the most common change in different speaking environments. Below are some of them. Delivery para sa iba't ibang sitwasyon. Tandahan, hindi lahat ng sitwasyon sa pagsasalita ay nangyayari sa silid-aralan. Ang ilan ay maaaring mangyari sa hindi pamilyar na kapaligiran. Bilang isang pampublikong tagapagsalita, kailangan mong maging handa na harapin ang mga karaniwang hamon sa iba't ibang kapaligiran sa pagsasalita. Nasa ibaba ang ilan sa mga ito. Speaking to a specific audience size. First of all, you need to know how much audience are going to deal. For example, you're going to reach a small audience. You need to be intimate, interactive, use a conversational tone, encourage participation, make eye contact with each person, and move around the space. The second one, speak in an open air venue or outside in a building. There's no change are going touch here, but the most important is you need to be mindful of the audience comfort. Third one is speaking in different venue. In speaking in different venue, you should adjust your delivery based on the seating arrangement. Audience might require more venue and gesture. The fourth one is speaking with a microphone. Always do a sound check to adjust the microscope level and ensure clear sound. Positioning. Hold the microscope close your mouth but not too close to avoiding popping sound. 5. Speaking with a podium or a lectern. In speaking with podium or lectern, you need to do well your movement. Use your hand and body language to engage the audience even if limited by podium. Eye contact. Maintain eye contact with the audience even if you are looking the podium. Distance. Oh, adjust your distance from podium to ensure clear protection and to comfortable speaking position. Whatever speaking situation you are in, the most important thing is you master your speech. You can only do this by constant trying out out the right practice. Ano man ang sitwasyon sa pagsasalita na naroon ka, ang pinakamahalagang bagay na master mo ay ang pananalita. Magagawa mo lamang ito sa pamamagitan ng pagtuloy ng pagsasagawa ng mga tamang gawi. Tools for effective delivery. To be effective in your delivery, watch and emulate people who speak in public excellently while observing, taking note of the following: how they approach their audience, formal, informal, personal, personal, conversational, intimate, among other. How how they connect with their audience using eye contact, body movement, and facial expression. How they present themselves, stage presence, how they look, standard walk, use nonverbal cues, act and of the stage. How they how they use their voice in terms of venue, loudness of softness, touch, highness or lowest, rate or speed, pose to show emphasis and strength, the clarity of the message, vocal variety.
Now, let's proceed to more tips for effective speech delivery. These are the following more techniques and tips to help you deliver your speech well. First, use a conversational style more often. This is the style that is more natural. It is the style that you always use when you express yourself with your family and friends. Audience members do not like the speaker to sound unusual or exaggerated. Gumamit ng estilo na pakikipag-usap ng mas madalas. Ito ang estilo na mas natural. Ito ang estilos na palagi mong ginagamit kapag ipinapahayag mo ang iyong sarili sa iyong pamilya at mga kaibigan. Hindi gusto ng mga miyembro ng madla na may nagsasalita ay hindi natural or exaggerated. 2. Second one is look at your audience member in the eye so they will feel that they are part of your speech. Eye contact should be maintained to keep the attention of your audience and enhance your delivery. Tignan ang iyong mga tagapakinig sa mata upang maramdaman nila na bahagi sila ng iyong talumpati. Dapat panatiliin ang pagkikipag-ugnay sa mata upang mapanatili ang atensyon ng iyong madla at mapahusay ang iyong paghahatid. Third one, remember to adjust your volume to the size of the audience and the venue. When addressing a large audience, modulate your voice in such a way that you speak loudly without sounding like shouting or yelling. Tandaan, i-adjust ang iyong volume sa laki ng audience at sa venue kapag nakikipag-usap sa isang malaking madla. Baguhin ang iyong boses sa paraang nagsasalita ka ng mas malakas nang hindi sumisigaw. The fourth one is vary your rate or speed to keep your audience interested and to avoid a monotone pattern. The audience may get bored if you speak very slowly and they may get confused if you speak very fast. Hence, your rate should be an appropriate speed. Iba-iba ang iyong rate o bilis upang panatilihing interesado ang iyong madla at upang maiwasan ang monotone pattern. Maaaring magsagawa ang mga manonood kung napakabagal mong magsalita at maaaring malito sila kung napakabilis mo naman magsalita. Sa makamatuwid, ang iyong rate ay dapat na naaangkop na bilis. 5. Master your voice and find your pitch level. If you have a high speech level, modulate or slightly move it down. If you have a low speech level, modulate or slightly move it up. Your performance will definitely be affected if you do not modulate. Kabisaduhin ang iyong boses at hanapin ang antas ng iyong pitch. Kung mayroon kang mataas na antas ng pitch, modulate o bahagyang ilipat ito sa mababa. Kung mayroon ka namang mababang antas ng pitch, modulate o bahagyang itaas ito upang siguraduhin maaapektuhan ang performance mo kung hindi ka magmo-modulate. 6 is use pauses when you emphasize the most important words and phrases or sentences. Your pauses should not last for 3 seconds. Otherwise, it will result in dead air or moment of awkward silence. Gumamit ng mga paghinto kapag binibigyan diin mo ang mga pinakamahalagang salita o parilala o pangusap. Iyong mga pauses hindi dapat tumatagal ng 3 segundo. Kung hindi, magre-resulta ito sa dead air o isang sandali ng awkward na katahimikan. 7. Pronounce and enunciate words correctly. You will confuse the audience if you mispronounce word, and it could be distract them to affect your credibility. Bigkasin at bigkasin ang mga salitang nawasto. Malilito mo ang madla kung mali ang pagbigkas mo ng mga salita at maaari itong makabagambala sa kanila at makapekto sa iyong kredibilidad. 8. Avoid fillers or expressions. Decide to choose actual words in your speech because these words are distracting. Example of fillers are like or er. To reduce this use of this filler, detect the instance when you use them. Do you generally use fillers after each sentence between different ideas or whenever you make transition? Then, instead of using them, the next time you deliver a speech, simplify to stop and pause. Iwasan ang mga filler o expression na pumapalit sa mga aktual na mga salita sa iyong talumpati. Dahil itong mga salita na ito ay nakakagambala. Tulad ng mga sinabi natin kanina. 9. Start your speech by standing straight and balancing your weight. This will give you a positive first impression. Simulan ang iyong pananalita sa pamamagitan ng pagtayo ng tuwid at pagbalanse ng iyong timbang. Magbibigay ito ng positibong unang impression. 10. Use the phrases and movements. Avoid distracting mannerism like swaying back and forth, leaning on the podium, licking or biting your lips, playing with your wristwatch or jewelry, scratching parts of your body, frowning, and others. Observe your mannerism and learn how to avoid them when speaking in public. Gumamit ng mga tumpak na paggalaw, iwasan ng mga nakakagambala na mannerism, tulad ng mga sinabi natin kanina.